Have you ever wondered why, despite eating well and exercising, you can't seem to shed those extra pounds? The answer might lie in a surprising place: your brain. New research shows that inflammation in the hypothalamus, which is the part of your brain that controls hunger and energy use, could be making it difficult to lose weight. But don't worry, you don't need risky drugs or surgery to fix it. In this podcast episode, I'm going to share natural, effective solutions that can help you reduce brain inflammation and unlock your body's full potential to release not just weight, but the excess fat that's actually causing the inflammation in your body, affecting your brain health, your mental health. So let's get into it. Welcome to the Raw Food Health Empowerment Podcast. I'm your host, Samantha Salmon, certified integrative nutrition coach and brain health licensed trainer. And I know it's frustrating when you're doing everything right, but your body just won't cooperate. You might even feel like your body is working against you. Many people have been told that eating meat or relying on medication is the answer, but the truth is a little bit more complex, right? Because that is not evidence-based. We're all about evidence-based nutrition, scientific information over here. So the root of the problem often lies in brain inflammation and insulin resistance. I just did a training on this not too long ago. And until you address these underlying issues, no diet or exercise plan will work long-term. I want to say that again. Insulin resistance needs to be addressed, or else no diet or exercise plan will work long term. I feel like I want to yell it so the people in the back can hear, because I even recently talked to a business owner who was like, yeah, I'm on keto and I love keto. And I'm like, interesting. There is actually an anti-inflammatory way to do keto. However, this person was not doing that. And so I even pressed him. I said, "Are you having fruits at the moment?" No, but I said, do you want to be off of fruits forever?" And he said, "No, I'm going to have fruits later." And this is where it gets really dangerous. So I'm glad you all are tuning in to get the real. And one thing I would actually recommend, because I love to recommend books, I think it's so important for us to be educated on nutrition, every single one of us. The book Mastering Diabetes by Cyrus Kambata and Robbie Barbero. It goes into the science. And if it's too sciencey to understand the mechanism or how they're explaining insulin resistance and how it works, the short and sweet and simple answer, especially for those of you who are doing a meat-based keto or a carnivore diet, you cannot load up your body and your fat cells with saturated fat and eat anything, even healthy foods that have sugar. And all plant foods have sugar. You don't want to not have plant foods, because that is what makes for a healthy gut, is fiber. And you cannot get fiber from meat, dairy, and eggs. When you compromise your gut, you compromise your whole health, especially and most importantly, your brain, your cognitive function. You're literally constricting blood flow to the brain, and for this guy, potentially other important organs that maybe his wife would want working. When you eat these heavy meat-based diet, meat-exclusive diets, you think they're working in the short term, but actually you set yourself up for some really hard, difficult, painful experiences in the future. Because when you start to want to start incorporating fruit, now you have insulin skyrocketing, right? Blood sugar super high because there's just too much saturated fat in the fat cells, and the sugar cannot get in, so it's staying in the bloodstream. And this is like chronic, basically, insulin resistance. It's a really dangerous place to be. Like I said, the good news for all of you listening, you don't need to resort to medication or surgery to fix this situation. So incorporating raw, nutrient-dense foods, I know when I say that, people are like, raw foods, what? But no, raw foods can be very delicious. It's hard when folks are just starting out and they're palate is so used to all the chemicals, additives, fillers, all these things that we know disrupt our gut microbiome, has our brain acting all strange and crazy and rewired. It's literally causing inflammation in the body and specifically in the brain. And so our palate needs time to adjust. But by incorporating the raw nutrient dense foods into your diet and practicing intermittent fasting, which is one of my favorite things, you can reduce inflammation and improve how your body and your brain is responding to insulin. So when your brain functions optimally, it can better regulate hunger and energy levels, right? Because all your hormones get balanced, right? So this is not just ghrelin and leptin, which are your hunger and satiety hormones, but your thyroid hormones get balanced, your insulin, cholesterol gets into the healthy range. They found even with the Netflix twin study, when they did that twin study, the results that came out of it was that within, I think it was 2 or 4 weeks or something, that folks' cholesterol got into the healthy range, which we're not surprised because most of the cholesterol that you would consume is from animals, right? Because we're humans, we're animals as well, and we make our own cholesterol. So there's really no need to eat additional cholesterol. You have enough. You don't want to have too much. You want to have enough. Your body makes it, right? So it's enough. And so when you go through this process of eating more raw foods, eating exclusively plant foods, you make the fat loss easier and more sustainable, because I'm not telling you to starve yourself. What I'm saying is eat to satisfaction, but just get your nutrients from the right places. Intermittent fasting, in particular, allows your body to reset, giving your brain the break it needs to lower the inflammation. Raw foods like leafy greens, omega-3 fatty acids, berries, they're all packed with antioxidants and healthy fats that help fight the inflammation naturally. So by combining all of this, you'll not only improve your brain health, but also reduce the chronic pain that you have in your body. If the chronic pain is coming from joints, even physical pain in your muscles, we know from athletes, even when athletes start eating a plant exclusive diet, they recover a lot faster because you have the muscles tearing and breaking down or in the training. And so the build back, there's pain there. I know from my personal experience with weightlifting, you're doing heavy weightlifting. I have 160 on my legs on they call it the inverse squat press or something like that. This is, first of all, that machine I loathe, okay? I loathe that machine. Like, I literally cry when my trainer puts me on that. But the machine itself is 160, and then she has weights on it. So I'm not even sure what I'm doing, but I'm doing at least 160 on my legs. And she'll have me sometimes doing like the bridge with this heavy dumbbell. So 50 pounds basically on my glutes, because I'm doing bridge and you're working basically your glutes, which is, it's tough, man. It's really tough. And all of this, I'm feeling that like the next day, the next 2 days, that's called delayed onset muscle soreness. With a plant-based diet, the recovery is a lot quicker. So the inflammation gets in the muscle, the pain gets resolved a lot quicker. So if I wasn't eating the way I'm eating now, it would be a lot worse. But I'm able to do more. Like every couple days I go in, you can technically, when I first started, I was doing 5 days a week at strength training, but that's really training like an athlete. And I'm not really trying to be an athlete right now. I'm just trying to have some balance with my life, with my strength training and my work, making sure I am meeting all my responsibilities and having proper balance. But what we've seen in the studies and what's coming out in the health conferences that I attend is that for the athletes, they are having a better recovery, easier recovery, eating 100% plants. And of course, there's a strategy when you are training, the types of foods that you're eating, depending on the types of training that you're doing, and how much you're consuming and like where your sources of nutrients are coming from. The way you should be eating for athletes is very much customized for the type of training that you're doing. So not everybody, a swimmer is not going to be on the same eating plan as a bodybuilder, just as an example. But basically, this is how you reduce chronic pain, right? And regain mental clarity. You want to drop the inflammation going on in the body. Inflammation in the body anywhere is causing inflammation in the brain. And that's where the mental health comes into play. So if you're dealing with anxiety, depression, mood swings, irritability, we got to bring the inflammation down. And this allows you to thrive in your 9 to 5 and your after 5, right? I know a lot of you have side hustles, side businesses, lots of stuff going on. And in your personal life, right? The inflammation in your body affects you in your personal life. Being able to play with your grandchildren or travel with your friends, just have an active life, have quality of life, right? That is the whole point. So imagine waking up with a clear mind, free from the fog of fatigue, and feeling lighter in your body because the weight is finally coming off. Not just the weight, but the excess fat, the stuff that is actually contributing to the pain. Picture yourself moving without pain, energized to tackle your day, confident in the ability to maintain your health naturally. No drugs, no surgery, just powerful, lasting results, right? Forget steroid injections into the knee. Let's try a healthier route, right? You can finally be the healthy role model your family needs and the unstoppable force in your business that you've always wanted to be. Because now your prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain, the part of your brain that's helping you make strategic decisions at work, at your company, is making the best decisions because it's getting the proper nutrients. It's getting the proper support from your diet and lifestyle. Just imagine that. If you are ready for this to be your life, then I really encourage you to reach out to me and book a call. You can even get started, right? So you can book a call on rawfoodmealplanner.com, but you can even get started with the recipes in my Healthy Digestion recipe book for weight loss and chronic pain relief. I have the link to that in the description. You just put in your name and email, and right away you get the recipe book. You don't even have to search for it in your inbox. It will just be right there for you. But I will be emailing you from time to make sure that you stay on track, right? We want not just to try it the one time, right? Because that's not how the body gets healthier. That's not how the brain gets healthier. The brain and body gets healthier with a sustained lifestyle approach, right? So you want an anti-inflammatory lifestyle forever, right? This is a new identity that you're stepping into, and this is just the tip of the iceberg with the recipes. So start incorporating these recipes into your meals and let me know via email. You can reply to my emails and let me know how you like the recipes, or even comment below this video if you're watching on YouTube how you like the recipes. I cannot wait to learn how it's helping you, how your energy is feeling, and I look forward to working with you, helping you build your confidence and really set the foundation for a healthier life. Until next time, be well.